When people suffer from mental illness, a lot of times they reach out for help, but they are brushed off. My interpretation of the story is the boy crying out for help and being brushed off. At the end of the story, the family receives 3 phone calls. The first call represents the boy asking for help for the first time. It is very difficult for people with mental illness to speak up. The boy speaks up, but the parents believe it is wrong. As they say, it is the wrong number. The second call represents the parents trying to fix a problem that they believe does not exist. Most people who do not suffer from mental illness believe it is made up. When they receive the phone call, they try to fix the phone number and brush it off, just like they could do with the boy. The third phone call represents the parents ignoring the problem completely because they do not answer the phone at all. The third phone call also represents the boy's death. I believe that the story ends this way, in death, because it is a sign that the boy ended his life. For many people who suffer from mental illness and their struggle is brushed off by other people, they commit suicide. But why was the person calling asking for Charlie? This Charlie may have been the boy's version of himself that he wanted to be. The boy was stuck in an unwanted state of mind, so he made up a character who did not struggle like he did, a character that he someday could become. Unfortunately, he could not become this character if he did in fact kill himself. I interpret the end of the story as the end of the boy's life, because there are 3 phone calls that gradually decrease. The first is answered and talked to. The second is answered but not acknowledged. And the third is not even answered at all. It is also a sign that it is the end of the boy's life because it is the end of the story. I interpret the end of the story in this way because a lot of people who suffer from mental illness end their life in suicide. The author of the story may have the same feelings but didn't want to take action, so he wrote them down in a story.